This shit more than a game.
Perfect. Perfect.
As we are in the midst of the season of giving, what I want to do is give you all your flowers because this has not been the easiest year when it comes to this shit more than a gaming in Louisiana. The Saints are not going to make the playoffs. The Saints are kind of irrelevant right now, if we're being honest, and a lot of fans have checked out. So if you are even still watching at this point, I want to give you your flowers. The Pelicans are trash. The Pelicans are on the verge of a possible fire sale, and it's probably needed with some of the top players that we have never, ever dressing out and actually being on the court. I want to give you your flowers if you're still following that team. And even now, a bit of joy with our cottage teams. And hey, maybe Southern might win their conference. Maybe Tulane might win their conference. Maybe UL might win their conference. Lord knows that'll shoot in. And all three of those teams lost their conference championship games this past weekend. If you watched all three of those games or any of those games, and you're still here screaming this shit more than a game, I want to give you your flowers. It has not been the easiest 2024 for the this shit more than a game community. But that's why every day we get up, we dust ourselves off, we go look in that mirror, and we say, this shit is forever more than a game. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the John O'Bourne Show, where this shit is more than a stream.
This shit more than a game. We ain't playing on no field. We fans born kinda wild, fire in our hearts revealed. Yeah, we shout and we cheer, our passion loud and clear. Together we rise, this love no compromise. Holler at the screen, repping our dream team. From the sidelines we scream, living in this fan's dream. Yeah, we shout and we cheer, our passion loud and clear. Together we rise, this love no compromise. Days turn to nights, through the wins and the fights. Faith never wanes, in this fan's heart remains. Yeah, we shout and we cheer, our passion loud and clear. Together we rise, this love no compromise.
You know, you all said that you wasn't feeling the theme song the past month, so I thought, why not switch it up with Ed Sheeran, right? Y'all like that one better? We're trying to find a perfect theme song for you guys, so hopefully you guys enjoy that one. I'm seeing some comments, some laughy faces, and even Sandra says that she's feeling the song. So good. Hopefully you guys enjoy that theme song. I am on a forever quest to find the perfect theme song that emasculates and captivates this shit more than a game. But one way to captivate this shit more than a game is to leave a this shit more than a game in the chat right now so we can start the show off the proper way, the true way, and the only way. Leave a this shit more than a game in the chat right now because we have a lot to talk about tonight here on the John O'Brien Show. Now, what I was thinking about doing was recapping that Saints and Giants game. But I mean, what's there to recap? Like, that game was a peak game between a 4-12 team. Excuse me, I'm giving the Saints more losses than they actually have. A 4-8 team and a 2-10 team. It was a bad game. It was an ugly game. It was a boring game. Hence, if you watched all 60 minutes of that game, you are this shit more than a game certified. We barely won against a horrible Giants team that doesn't say much for us, right? But we did win. But there ain't much to break down with that game. I'm going to spare you guys the hassle of actually breaking down that game. I'm not going to say these are dark times for the New Orleans Saints and the Who Dat Nation. But what I will say is that it's been kind of tough the past 4 years, especially, never mind as a fan, but as a content creator. Like, trying to keep things interesting for you guys in the midst of what will be now our 4th straight season without the playoffs. I appreciate you all truly for still being along for this ride because it's tough. It's tough to talk about a team that isn't necessarily trash where you have the shiny top 5 pick en route, but also is not good enough to even get hyped up for a possible playoff game. I've been doing content for 4 years now. And like I said last week, maybe I'm the bad guy. I mean, maybe I'm bad luck. We have not made the playoffs since I started doing content, which is having me debate. Do I want to, for the betterment of the Who Dat Nation, the city of New Orleans, and the state of Louisiana, stop doing content? Because maybe me doing content is what pissed off the football gods and why we cannot, for the life of us, make the playoffs. I don't know. It's either that or just Mickey Loomis has been horrible as a GM the past 4 years. But either way, there's really not much to break down about that game. But there are some very, very interesting subplots that came out of that game that we are going to discuss tonight here on the John O'Brien Show. Now, I will say before we start off, I'm happy to see one of our favorite Falcons fans, Archangel. I will give Archangel credit. I'm coming in peace right now, Archangel. You come on this show, rain or shine, win or lose. You're one of those rare Falcons fans. Spotting Archangel, a Falcons fan on the show, even though they've lost 4 straight, it's like spotting Bigfoot. It's like, oh, wow, they actually do exist. And Pro P, another Falcons fan, says play swag surf. Well, ever since y'all tried swag surfing in the Superdome, things haven't been doing well, Pro P. So I actually might just play swag surf for you guys because you guys, like I always say you are going to do, you falconed. You falconed. And we're going to talk about that a lot tonight. But there were some interesting subplots to come out of that game this past Sunday. The main one being, yet again, Derek Carr was injured. And early reports say that he is likely going to be out for the season. The Saints have not confirmed that. The Saints are still saying that there's a small chance that he can come back. I'm guessing it's going to depend on what our playoff probabilities look like and whatnot. But to a reasonable mind, it is pretty obvious that Derek Carr is likely out for the season. And he should not be because, let's be real, the play that Derek Carr got hurt on was stupid. It was idiotic. It was a dumb play. I don't know what he was thinking. My only guess is that the adrenaline got to him and he felt like he had to make a play. He felt like that was his one shining moment. And for that, I'm actually going to give him credit. See, one thing I can respect is when a player puts his heart out for his team, for the city that he represents. That to me was actually this shit more than a game worthy. However, I know a lot of fans do not like Derek Carr. I'll say some fans downright hate the guy for whatever reason. So whereas a play like that, if it was Jameis Winston or Taysom Hill trying to make that play, we will be applauding him. We will be throwing a parade for him. We will be building a statue outside the Superdome saying, look at this guy. Even when the team was all but eliminated from the playoffs, even when the season was all but over, he gave his body up so he could beat the New York Giants. a lot of Saints fans, not all, I try not to get caught up in just being in that social media bubble, but a lot of fans instantly went to hating on Derek Carr. And that's where I get a little bit confused. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm not saying you cannot criticize, make jokes, critique Derek Carr's play and how he got hurt. But what I do find I find it to be a miserable way of being a fan, is if you hate on every single thing the guy does. Hell, for all you Derek Carr haters or non-believers, you should be happy. Now we get Spencer Rattler or Jake Haener again. We get to debate that again. Who's going to be the guy to finish out the season for us? You should be happy that he made that stupid play. But some fans turned what is disguised as critique or jokes into just actual hate because, like, oh, what a motherfucking idiot for doing that play. And I'm like, how much can you hate a guy? Like, what are we doing here? Like, the guy, I give him credit. I'm not saying it was a smart play, but I can give him credit for a team that is not going to the playoffs. He is still trying to do whatever he can to win. Because I remember some 2 years ago, and I know it's different situations, different type of player. He's a running back. But Mark Ingram, instead of trying to take the contact to get the first down, he went out of bounds. And fans were throwing his feet to the fire, saying, that man ain't believing in us. That man is washed. That man ain't this shit more than a game worthy. But when Derek Carr does it, we still get mad. We still hate it. I don't get it. I know that a lot of people do not like Derek Carr. I think the hate is going overboard. If you ask me, I've said this a million times. But I'm not going to hate him for trying to make a play. I can critique him. I can make a few jokes about, dude, you're not Taysom Hill. You shouldn't be trying to go airborne. But I'm not going to hate him for it. And I feel like if you hate the man for every single thing that he does, then you are just in the miserable existence of being a fan. And granted, the Saints have not given us any reason to be happy, right? Like, the Saints have given us multiple reasons to be miserable. So for that, I can understand a little bit. But I just cannot be that miserable or hate that man that much that I'm going to be hating him for trying to make a play, trying to make this play. Now, we all know Derek Carr is not a scrambler. He's not a runner. He's not mobile. He should not be doing Taysom Hill-like plays. He should not be going airborne in a game that does not mean anything, really. And basically now his long-term health, and honestly, the long-term odds, if you're still believing in our playoff hope, is affected because he made that decision. It was a stupid decision. I hope y'all do not think that I'm trying to excuse the decision. It was a very, very stupid decision. But I was a little bit impressed that he showed that much heart, because a lot of players will make business decisions right there. Like, I can applaud that he is giving effort. He is trying his hardest for his teammates, and he is trying his hardest, quiet as it's kept, to win over the city of New Orleans. Now, for a lot of fans, there's absolutely nothing that Derek Carr can do. The only thing that Derek Carr can do is win. And unfortunately, the Saints are not winning. So if he's not winning, no matter what he does, the fans have made up their minds that they do not like this man. But I can appreciate this play. Was it stupid? Yes. I mean, I would not want Drew Brees doing a play like this, that's for sure. I certainly do not want Derek Carr doing a play like this. As you see, he comes down on his hand, puts all that body weight on it, breaks his hand. But I'm not going to hate the guy for trying. Like, at least we can give him credit for trying, right? Again, this is not I'm trying to make Derek Carr out to be a martyr. Lord knows, if you give the slightest compliment, especially on social media, every time I get the slightest compliment to Derek Carr on social media, I get taken to the chorus. They throw me to the fire. It's like you just simply can't give Derek Carr any compliments. I'm not trying to do that. I am of the same belief as a lot of you guys. I do not believe that Derek Carr is the future of this franchise. But my hate doesn't extend that much that I am just miserable watching a guy play that it seems like a lot of fans are. So I want to know you guys' opinion about that. We all know that it was probably not the wisest play. But do y'all actually hate Derek Carr that much for trying? Like, what's your opinion of this play? We're going to rely on the chat a little bit because this is the beauty of how the Saints season is going. Just the John O'Bone show in general. I have no idea where any of my co-hosts are. None of them said they were canceling tonight, but also none of them have shown up. So I don't know if they're showing up tonight or not. So I'm relying on my chat to be the co-host tonight. How do y'all feel about this Derek Carr play? Again, in my opinion, it was a silly play, but I don't think it was worthy of fans like just finding ways and any reason to hate him. Because I feel like had he gone out of bounds, some fans would criticize that. Oh, look at him. He's going out of bounds. He don't want it. He don't want it bad enough. Taysom would have went for it. Jameis would have went for it. But Derek Carr, he's in a can't-win situation. So honestly, it might be best for both parties, Derek Carr and the New Orleans Saints, to move on. Because honestly, I just don't think there's any reason or any way whatsoever that Derek Carr can win over this fan base. And it's a shame. It's really a shame. Because I told y'all from day one, I had fun with it, but I said, y'all know who Derek Carr is, right? And maybe some of you guys need to look in the mirror and say, hey, maybe it's my fault for believing in Derek Carr being something that he never was. Like he didn't in Oakland and in Las Vegas, he was never this MVP, top 5 unanimous quarterback. He always has been a middle-of-the-road quarterback. So how fans, when he decided to put on black and gold, thought that, oh, this guy is going to be the savior, I feel like you have nobody to blame but yourselves for that. But I also feel like the vitriol, like, I mean, God, did Derek Carr rob a bank in New Orleans or something? Is he the one breaking in everybody's cars? Like, I just don't understand why fans hate. There's so many other players that could be worthy of hatred from a fan base. I don't get why people hate Derek Carr so much. I understand if you don't believe that he's the quarterback of the future. I don't. But I don't understand why fans turn that dislike to hatred. Like the man can do no right to these fans. The man throws a concert with Mario Davis in the offseason. The man hosts a team party for all the players. The man is active in the community. And it never seems to be enough. It's always a yeah, but. Our fans just casually ignoring what he is doing in the community because they don't like him. One thing about me is I'm a fair person. I'll criticize on the field for how your performance is. That's what the business is all about. They get paid a lot of money. They can handle idiots like me criticizing them. But if the guy is actually doing the work off the field, I'm not going to be that delusional and hate or dislike that I'm going to criticize him. So that's just my opinion on that. Let me see if we have any comments regarding that play about Derek Carr. Red Swamps asks, are we going to draft a quarterback this year? I do not think so. It looks like we're going to be top 10 in the draft, which at this point I would actually accept, but I don't think that there's any quarterback worthy this year coming out the draft. Not that I know much to be worthy of a top 10 pick. Now, that's not to say that I think that Derek Carr should be the guy in 2025. I don't mind an open competition between him and Spencer Rattler and Jake Haener. Maybe Haener or Spencer Rattler finish out the year strong enough that they are worthy of that starting job next year. But I don't think that we need to go for a quarterback just yet. Just yet. Now, after 2025, then yeah, it's time to really, in my opinion, move on. But I think we have probably going to be stuck with Derek Carr for one more year before we finally decide to swing for the fences of who is going to be our quarterback of the future. Sandra leaves a super chat. All right, hold on, Sandra. We got to do the ghetto version of this shit more than the game air horns because Ziggy just didn't even give me any heads up if he was coming on the show. Sandra leaves a $5 super chat and says, will Ziggy really do a dance with a $5 super chat? Ziggy did tell me that if we got 5 super chats that he was going to send a video of him doing the dance. So unfortunately, it would probably have to be on the show next week. But maybe I might get Evan, if Evan comes on the show, or somebody else to do a dance. But Ziggy did say he wanted 5 super chats, and then he didn't show up to work. So that's what I have to live with. But we do appreciate every super chat, guys, because I always tell you guys, every super chat, we turn right back and invest into the show. Because Lord knows we need it. The more super chats I get, I can actually, you know what I could do, y'all? What I'm gonna do with the future or the super chats going forward, I'm I'm gonna actually pay a reliable co-host to come on week after week. All right. So I ain't got to worry about is Evan going to show up this week? Is Ziggy going to show up this week? Is Sean going to show up this week? I can actually pay a co-host. So I'm going to do that for the super chats going forward. All the super chats are going to build up into a fund, and I'm going to start paying somebody by the hour to come and be a dedicated co-host to the John O'Barnes Show. The lovely Misdemeanor Crimes, and I hope that Misdemeanor Crimes is on board for the whole show because there's a very interesting voicemail. I don't want to spoil it, but Misdemeanor Crimes is very popular. Let's just say that. The great Brute Saint says, I am relieved that I don't have to watch Carr play again, but it really sucks that he's going through this injury right now. I get that he's trying the best, but sometimes it's just not smart. Exactly. And you can criticize again. Use it to criticize just the fact that he's not always the brightest bulb on the field. I just don't like sometimes like the critique I see, it sounds more hatred than actual critique. Like, and far be it for me, Mr. This shit more than the game, to ask for accountability and fairness. But sometimes I just feel like the critique is a little bit too much. Just my opinion, though. Just my opinion. Archangel says that we're going to enjoy his voicemail this week. We're going to get to the voicemail, guys, in about 30 to 40 minutes. So absolutely stay tuned. The voicemails are always the real stars of this show. Sonia, our girl Sonia, says Derek Carr was trying to get a few extra yards. He was showing his toughness. Too bad it ended the way it did. Concussed with a broken wrist. Yeah, too bad it ended the way it did. But again, I can appreciate the effort. What I cannot appreciate is the hate that comes with it. And I cannot also appreciate the stupidity that comes with it. Hold on, y'all. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm just sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of my co-hosts acting like they can't show up. So hold on. I'm gonna see Ziggy. I should call him. I'm gonna call Sean because I think Sean is so full of shit for not showing up last week after he won, but sending Evan to do his dirty work for him and making me wear that stupid Ram shirt. Yeah, hello, Sean. You a hoe. Yeah, I said it. You a hoe. Now get your ass on the show right now, or else, maybe dare say it twice. Out of his goddamn mind. Welcome. Yeah, you better. You better come on. I told you, don't let me say it twice.
How y'all doing tonight?
That's how I run my house too, by the way. That's how I talk. That's when my wife be giving me that lip back. Let me tell you something. Not only do I run my house, I just want to peel back the curtain a little bit. I run my whole clique. All right. So Sean and Ziggy and Evan, I run all that shit. John O'Barnes is the leader of the whole Barnes family. I just want y'all to know that, all right? Just want y'all to know that.
How y'all doing tonight?
Sean. Oh, we're doing great, Sean. How are you doing?
I'm doing marvelous, bro. First of all, if I can speak for Clarissa, I know that shit that's coming out of your mouth is bullshit. You don't run shit over there in that house. She runs. I'm defending my girl Clarissa. So don't talk to her like that. You're not gonna get that credit card no more to take them trips. Watch your mouth.
I steal it anyway. Okay, I steal it anyway.
All right, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
Go ahead.
And second of all, I'm doing pretty good. The Saints, lost to my Rams 2 weeks ago, and we had another big victory this weekend. And I watched Derek Carr dive for what apparent reason. I don't know what he was doing at that time, but yeah, man, I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing good.
You should be. You should be. Your Rams are doing good, but also, Sean, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't even know Clarissa was watching. Oh, god damn it, Sean! I told you do not text her when the show is on. Y'all, but it's okay. It's okay because you know what, Sean? I set you up too because I don't know if you saw this, but I said if we get our goal in the YouTube of 5 super chats, I was gonna have Ziggy do a dance. However, it was a pump fake. Because you see, Ziggy's not joining the show tonight. We actually were just trying to get you on because now, Sean, we are 1 super chat away. And if we get that super chat, Sean, you will have to do a dance to respect and honor this shit more than the game community. We set you up, Sean. We set you up.
I'm not doing any dancing.
Sean, you are doing a dance, and what we're going to
No,
do
I'm
is
not.
we're going to read these super chats, starting with, if I can catch up. Wow, the chat is popping tonight. I appreciate y'all. Truly, I appreciate y'all. The chat is popping. Sean, can you give me at least a this shit more than the game air horns? Look, here's what I'll do. I will do a dance if we get that 5th super chat. But can you at least give me the air horn, Sean, since Ziggy not on the show tonight?
You want the bootleg air horns?
I want the bootleg air horns from you, brother.
Bam, 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 bam.
Anthony says, I don't think Derek Carr should be trusted moving forward. He doesn't even have a 300. Damn, I didn't realize that, but that's true. A 300-yard passing game this season. Sean, I just told them I think that we're going to have Derek Carr for one more year. What do you think? Do you think that we should just say next year, nah, screw that, start Rattler or Haener? Even though, hold on, we owe Derek Carr money next year. Let me just say it's a business. We owe him guaranteed money next year, but go ahead.
All right. So I guess on this, I would say this. You probably should keep Derek Carr for one more year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Keep him for one more year, but you better. I don't know who will be available. I don't know what y'all got to do. Is either y'all going to have to give up some draft picks, whatever resources y'all need to do. Y'all need to do something in the draft to get one of those top quarterbacks, whoever they may be. Shador Sanders might be a reach, but Jono, I don't know, bro. Like,
no, I think Sean. I think we got to roll with Rattler or Hank. I don't know. Maybe the scouts know more than us. So maybe they might fall in love with Shador or Cam or whoever. But I just don't think there's any quarterback this upcoming draft to go for. I think that we have so many problems that I don't mind. This is going to be very unpopular. It's probably going to be the debate at the offseason. I don't mind rolling with Carr for one more season, especially because we owe him that money. Like, even if we draft the quarterback or not, we owe Derek Carr money. And I'm not saying he should be guaranteed the starting job. Maybe Rattler impresses or maybe Haener or whatever. But I'm just saying, roll with this quarterback core one more year, because we all should probably realize that next year is going to be a rebuild year, if you want to say. And then in 2025 or 2026, you go for the quarterback. I've said it many times, Sean. I think destiny is going to have Arch Manning being our quarterback in 2026. I think that we have not drafted a quarterback in the first round since Archie Manning. Who better, Sean, to be the next quarterback taken by the Saints in the first round than Arch Manning in 2026? We got a long way to go before we get to that. Red Swarm needs a $10 super chat. Sean, you have to put a little bit more bass in your voice for this air horns, but please give him this shit more than the air horns.
Oh man.
Come on, Sean. You know we love it. That's a good one.
There you
go.
go.
That's why I employ a Rams fan on my show. Red Swarm says, Jono, you gotta, in all caps, keep the show going, brother. You have my support, even though I'm a fan. He's a cool Falcons fan. I thought that wasn't even possible. So he's a cool Falcons fan. Sean, we're going to have an offseason discussion. We already talked about this offline, but, I feel like, and Sean can vouch for this, I've been telling everybody, I think I'm the bad luck, Sean. I've been doing content for 4 years, and the Saints have not made the playoffs since I started doing content. So I feel like for the betterment of the city of New Orleans and the state of Louisiana, I should probably make the ultimate sacrifice to stop doing content so those goddamn guys in the black and gold can get back to the playoffs. But I appreciate you, Red Swarm, and I know a lot of fans also think that we should keep the show going, but me and Sean, and even Evan and Ziggy, even though they show up when they want to. Not you, Sean. I always talk about how reliable you are. I always talk about how reliable you are.
Whatever.
We'll talk about the future of this show in the off season. Hold on, we got more. Sandra.
Bam, 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 bam.
Sandra says, I will give you another super chat if you promise to keep Evan out the show as much as me. Sean, I'll give you this. They never asked for you to be out the show, but they don't want Evan on the show. As long as we don't mention that team's name, Sandra, we should be good. So, Sean, please do not mention, you know what team I'm talking about. Do not mention that team, okay?
Okay.
And we'll try our best, Sandra. We will try our best. We got one from the lovely Sean, the very popular. And if you hear these voicemails, you'll see how popular she is. Misdemeanor crimes. So she says, okay. She says, Jono, get to dancing. Well, I am a man of my word. I said if we got to 5 super chats, I said that Ziggy was going to do a dance, but Ziggy kind of set me up for failure. But because you guys got me to 5 super chats, ladies and gentlemen, for you guys, I would. And you know what we're gonna do, Sean? Because ever since we played this song, this team is winless. So you know what we're gonna do? In honor of the Atlanta Falcons, who are now on a 4-game losing streak.
Man, I got it right. My head matching my bag. You know I'm popping tags. 'Cause man, I got it swag. Man, I got it swag. My head matching my bag. You know I'm popping tags. 'Cause man, I got it swag. When I serve, now watch me serve this way. I'm on here,
Look, y'all. It's a little hard for me to dance when I ain't got that much space to work with. I'm trying my best. And that was in honor, Sean, of the Atlanta Falcons, who have lost 4 games. Count it, Sean. 1, 2, 3. They have lost 4 games in a row. Shout out to the Atlanta Falcons. Because what do we always say, Sean? What are the Falcons going to do?
They going Falcon.
And they damn sure are falconing right now. Thank you, guys. Wow, we got the 5 super chats before we even hit the 30-minute mark of the show. You guys are all this shit more than the game certified. We love y'all, man, for real. We really love y'all. There's no other show where you get content like this. There is no other show where you get content like this. Now, Ziggy, first of all, Ziggy be pissing me off, Sean. He says that he can't be, he's too busy to come on the show, but he always in the chat. Ziggy, I ain't got much room to work with, okay, Ziggy? I can't dance like I wanna. But Sean can vouch for me. I be cutting up on that Soul Train line, right, Sean?
I guess.
All right, Sean, now you starting to piss me off, bro. Now you starting.
You know who should piss you off?
Who? Ziggy?
A Dallas Cowboy fan.
Why would you say that? Why would you?
Say his name and he appears. I believe it.
The Cowboys.
I believe it.
The Cowboys.
Cause they love him in London and Paris and Tokyo, America, Scotland and Canada and Mexico. They say I believe it.
The Cowboys.
I believe.
Really, Sean? Really?
Well, I mean,
So, actually, nice. You say do not have Evan on the show, but you had to mention those damn words. That is Cowboys.
I'm pretty sure my boy held me down last week. You know,
Man, look, I'm only here for one reason and one reason only.
What's that?
Somebody asked me to come join the show. She in the chat. How you doing, Miss Barbara?
Oh my God, Evan, Miss Barbara don't want you, bruh.
Hey, she the one. She was in the chat asking where Evan at, so I had to show up.
So wait, bro, I've been your brother, bruh, for what, 30 years? You've been brothers. I've asked you to come on the show every week, and you say, I'll see about it. But Miss Barbara, who you haven't even met, but you've only known for her existence for like a month now, she says in the chat she wants you on the show, and you show up for her, but not your own brother?
Yes.
Well, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'm glad you're here because my brother, you for sure. Sandra, I know you didn't want Evan on the show, but it's okay because those voicemails for Evan this week, oh, they're going to be a doozy. And we're going to get to them in about 30 more minutes. And you know what, Sean? I'm not even mad at you. I'm actually happy. That Evan is on the show. So, Evan, please tell me what happened to your Dallas Cowboys last night. I have never seen a team, Sean, block a punt and lose the game by blocking a punt. Only the Dallas. I thought the Falcons would be capable of some dumb shit like that. Only the Cowboys, bro. Only the Cowboys can block a punt. They had a game-losing blocked punt. Only the Cowboys. Evan, what happened to your Cowboys last night?
Man, look. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. The reason why we lost that game was because of the block punt.
Then what was it?
It was because the NFL has it out for us that we had to play a game and focus on the goddamn animation of the Simpsons. Bruh,
What?
you can't. How can we focus on the actual football game when we gotta do animations? We gotta be like Barney and be like Mo. Like, come on, bro. We gotta be like Homer. Come on, bro. How are we supposed to focus on the game when we gotta worry about that? Fucking Lisa going down the field 60 yards, fast as hell. Come on, bro. We can't focus on that.
I hope y'all had Lisa on your fantasy team too. She went off on the Cowboys last night.
Bro, how you expect us to win and pay attention when you got that going on? You can't, bro. You can't.
This guy here, y'all. This guy is literally blaming.
And I'm not. Look,
Yeah,
it's not an
you're right.
excuse.
No,
I'm really not trying to make any excuses. I'm really not. But I'm just telling you the facts. We lost that game because of the animation of the Simpsons.
So, Evan, you've had some wild excuses on this show. Oh, the sun is in our eye. Oh, the roof is coming down, so we can't concentrate. You are literally blaming the Simpsons for why you guys lost last night.
And look, y'all think I'm making excuses. Y'all really do. And I understand why y'all would think that. But ask yourself, can you do your 9-to-5 job and do the Simpsons animation at the same time? I don't think you can. I don't care what y'all do. I don't think y'all can.
Oh my God. Sean, you hear this guy?
Hey man, the man giving you a reason why his team lost, bro. That is kind of true.
Oh,
they're trying to game plan for Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, two dynamic wide receivers.
And you just hear in the background. You just hear in the background. Go! Like, come on, bro.
Right. You got Lisa running up down the sidelines. You got Bart spin moves.
Fucking Barney juking people. Come on, bro. Like, come on, man.
This is why I need Ziggy on the show to combat these two idiots. Y'all, I will say, we have over 250 people watching right now, over 60 on YouTube. I am shocked, y'all, because I thought after that game, Sunday fans were going to check out. So thank you guys for watching the show. Here is one way you can really support the show that is free of charge. Hey, fans, hit the subscribe button in 3 seconds to make this Rams fan sad. 3, 2, 1. I can't. The Simpsons, Evan. Really, the Simpsons. What? How's your boy Micah Parsons doing, Evan? He doesn't look like he's having a good time right now.
Man, he wears his feelings on his sleeves, bro. I mean, that's a true NFL player right there.
Oh, are you going to excuse him leaving the field before the game was even over with?
Bro, he wears his feelings on his sleeves, dog. They should have won that game. We really should have.
So no sportsmanship.
If we wasn't worrying about the goddamn Simpsons, we would have won that game.
Sean, do you feel like Micah Parsons should have stayed on the field and be a good sport and shake the hand of the opponent?
No.
Oh, you two are killing me. But you know, it's funny though. It's funny. No, hold on. It's funny though. Because I don't know if y'all see. I know it's Sean and Evan. Y'all got bad eyes. Y'all have to watch the Rams and Cowboys consistently so it makes your eyesight go bad. But if you zoom in, if y'all remember last week, Evan said that he was going to be watching the game from the suite of Jerry Jones. So, Sean, if you actually zoom in a little bit, oh, look at Evan. Look at Evan in the suite. He looked like he was having a great time last night watching. Oh, boy, Evan. Boy, you just had a lot of bad luck on the Cowboys games this year, huh? Sheesh.
I think I'm done for the season. I can tell you that. I think I've reached my limit.
Oh, man. Evan, I still cannot believe, though, that you are blaming the Simpsons. That broadcast last night was one of the greatest modern TV inventions of all time. I mean, Evan, how can you hate on this, bro? They got an animated Jerry Jones. How can you hate on this, Evan? With Mr. Burns. Jerry Jones with Mr. Burns. That is top-notch television, Evan.
Man, you got Mr. Burns up there calling plays, trying to destroy the whole world. How can we play football, bro? I'm just saying, bro. We can't.
Look at Lisa putting that juke move on Homer Simpson, bro. That is peak television, y'all. If y'all didn't watch that, or if y'all watched it and did not like it, then you are just a miserable SOB. Look, Lisa got her own dad on skates. Good Lord have mercies. And of course, it was against the Cowboys. Oh, but Sean, you see that?
Yeah.
Sean, you look, if I zoom in a little bit, damn, they even had Evan on the broadcast. Wow, technology is amazing. Wow, they even had the Simpsons version of Evan. Are you kidding me? This is amazing. Wow, what can the Simpsons not do? that was one of the best game day experiences of all time. You even had Evan in Simpsons form with the dick look on his face after his Cowboys lost to the Cincinnati Bengals on a game-losing block punt. Oh boy, Evan, your dad is Cowboys. What can we say about your dad is Cowboys? Enough about the damn Cowboys. Let's get back to a real team, a team that actually won this weekend. And I ain't talking about your Rams, Sean, who almost blew a lead to the. You had your chance last week. You blew it. We had the show for you on the red carpet last week, and you ain't show up. So you had your chance last week. You blew it. You blew it. We saw that Derek Carr got hurt. So now we are back to the oh ye faithful debate, and what a fitting way to probably end this season. Who should be our quarterback for the next 4 games? Should we go with the second-year option, Jake Haener, or should we go with the promising rookie, even though he ended that promising in the few games that he did start, of Spencer Rattler? Sean, if you were the coach, who would you start going forward to finish out the season for the Saints? Jake Haener or Spencer Rattler?
Eric McCoy.
I'm sure Eric McCoy appreciates you, Sean, but we need a quarterback.
Eric, that's the problem. Y'all don't have one. Haener is trash. Rattler, really? You seen what he did? Sip your water. Rattler, really, bro? Rattler.
Well, first off, how do you know Haener is trash? Haener never actually played a full game yet.
Trash. You seen what he did when he went in the game? He damn near fumbled the ball. He damn near got sacked. He was running for his life. He was nervous against a shitty-ass Giants team that couldn't even get past midfield, bro. Like, no. None of the above. None of the above, Jono.
Evan, if you were the Saints coach, who would you start? Jake Haener or Spencer Rattler?
I think I'll go with Jake Haener. I think early in the season we saw what Rattler did, and it wasn't really much. And honestly, probably in another couple of years, I think Rattler's going to be where Dennis Allen is right now, is on the couch. So
you can't help yourself, huh? You can't help yourself. I want to know.
Rattler would be assistant coach back at at South Carolina. I can see him doing that. But no, honestly, Haener's I think a better quarterback than Rattler. And I'm not saying because Haener's a good quarterback. I think he's just a better option quarterback between the two.
I think right now Haener might be more polished, but I do think that Rattler's ceiling is higher. So it all depends on what is the mind frame of the Saints. Because technically, guys, how
tall are them ceilings? That's the.
And I know it's taller than this room. I got to do my dance just now. This is going to make Ziggy very happy. But if you go on NFL.com, Sean, what's that banner in the middle of the graphic?
Is in the hunt.
They have the New Orleans Saints, Sean, right there at number 12, but we're there. We are in the hunt. Hey, look, Sean, your Rams are right there at number 8. Y'all the first team on the outside. They're gonna. Hey, they even got the Cowboys. If you squint your eyes hard enough, you see the Dallas Cowboys are still to Evan in the hunt. But y'all see Ziggy. And they even got Ziggy next to the Saints, saying that the Saints are in the hunt. So going by the fact that we are still technically in the hunt, and crazier things have happened, I think Jake Haener personally gives us the best chance to win. So, and you know what? I just want to see what Jake Haener could do. Like, Rattler, you had your turn in October. You failed miserably. Not all his fault. I mean, we had a banged-up O-line. Our receivers were banged up. We got a healthy O-line now, but we ain't got no damn receivers besides MVS. I just want to see I think Jake Haener deserves the opportunity. Like, he's worked his butt off the past 2 years. I feel like we should give him a shot. And with any quarterback at this point, we're kind of setting up to fail, unless you're like a Patrick Mahomes or a Josh Allen. But I think Jake Haener should be the guy. And shoot, if he sucks, then you start Spencer Rattler for the final 2 games or whatnot. I mean, we're kind of playing, I don't want to say we're house money because I know the organization doesn't go with the mindset that we're eliminated. They're just like Ziggy. They're like, until we see that eliminated banner, we are in the hunt. But I think that Jake Haener gives us the best chance to win. So I would start Jake Haener. But I'm at the point, Sean and Evan, that, I mean, does it matter? I mean, and I'm not even trying to be a troll like you two, but honestly, it doesn't matter. Like our number 2 receiver is Kevin Austin. Like, does it matter who starts?
Not really.
No. No, not really.
Yeah, it's
So,
going to be the same result at the end of the day. It's going to be a nail.
but hey, we have the unknown right now with Jake Haener, and maybe he goes on this crazy, crazy run. I go with the unknown and just see what possibly can. I'm just saying, y'all. I am just saying. I'm just saying. Hakeem says this O-line is healthy, so unfortunately, Rattler got to start behind the wounded O-line when he got his opportunity. It is only fair to see what Haener can show. I absolutely agree with you, Hakeem. I just want to give the kid a shot. I feel like he owes it. We owe him a shot to see if he can be that guy going forward or not. So we'll see. But yeah, that's where we're at right now as a fan base. You know, Jake Haener, Spencer Rattler conversations again in December. I don't know. Mixed Swagger says we got Madden creative players out there right now at this point. Sean might be able to play O-line for us at this point, honestly. Evan, Sean might be a better quarterback option right now for us.
And you damn sure don't want him out there. Oh, Jesus.
I ain't gonna lie, Evan. My shoulder is out of it's over. You don't
washed?
want me out there.
Sean, you washed, Sean? You saying you washed?
Yeah, bro. Nah. Yeah, I
Sa-
can't do it.
The lovely Sandra says Jake Haener has more poise posing for his pictures. Hey man, the pictures were actually sold me on being part of the Haener Hive. Hey man, we got over 60 people watching on YouTube, and we appreciate that. For the way this season is going, we appreciate that. But we only got 27 likes. Can we at least get 35, y'all? Can we at least get 35 likes? Come on, now I know y'all got that in, y'all. Let's get 35 likes in. If I get 35 likes, I will get to the voicemails because you guys are definitely going to want to hear, especially you, Evan, the voicemails this week. So let's get to 35 likes, and I'll give you guys the voicemails. Another subplot, guys, that came from the very exciting Saints versus Giants game is Darren Rizzi got a little bit heated when the punter, the leading NFC vote getter, by the way, punter, when it comes to Pro Bowl voting, kind of messed up his assignment that allowed the Giants to have a return for a touchdown that ultimately got called back. But either way, Darren Rizzi was not very happy with that. And as you guys can see, he definitely let Matthew Highball have it. Now, this caused a little bit of a debate because some fans were like, whoa, was it that serious to chew your guy out like that? You see, Alvin Kamara had to come in and separate Rizzi from Daniel, like he was about to assault the guy. So I want to ask you guys. Well, actually, you know what? You guys ain't important. Let's ask former Saints coach Jim Mora. What does he think about Darren Rizzi snapping on the punter?
He lost his cool a lot. And it bothered, I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to go on the air and the whole thing. I'm going to be honest. It pissed me off the way he responded in talking to that player. Now, maybe that's him. But when I saw him ripping into that player right after that, play, it really, really bothered me. And it changed my opinion. And people in New Orleans could say what they want. It bothered me to the extent where I'm saying, does he act this way a lot? I mean, why rip into that kid like he did? I don't care what the kid did. Take it easy on him. Gee, many Christmas. You can criticize a guy without ripping into him like you're really, really upset. I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
So, Evan and Sean and everybody in the chat, I asked you guys, Darren Rizzi snapping on a punter. Was it fair or was it foul? Sean, I'll start with you.
When I looked at this, I understand where he's coming from, but I don't think he should have went to that length. I don't think it was that serious. But I think he was snapping on him like that because that was a big return for the Giants, one of those momentum shifts in the game. And if you look at the replay, which I don't know if you have, Jono, that punter really did a Cam Newton Super Bowl type of lack of effort to try to stop. He didn't even try to go for the tackle. That's why he was so upset, because it's like not only did you not try to go for the tackle, but you stopped somebody that actually could have got the tackle on the Giants player. So should he ripped in him like that? I don't think it was that serious, but I don't blame him from getting on his punter because, like I said, you have to show the effort that he tried to do on that Giants player, and it was like, what the hell? no effort whatsoever. So I'm gonna say it was fair, but I think he could have toned it down just a tad bit. That's just my opinion.
Evan, what say you? Fair or foul?
Well, one, I want to make a comment about that Jamar video. Why was he stuttering like that, man?
Wow, Evan, it's called aging. It's going to happen to you one day too, brother. Just letting you know. Spoiler.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to see that.
What an asshole! That's why your Cowboys suck.
Jesus.
You an asshole.
Jesus, he was stuttering kind of bad. Gee Willikers. But I can't believe this is even a conversation that we're having. If this is fair or foul, these are some grown ass men playing in a NFL adult game, getting paid millions of dollars, and you're telling me you're freaking bullshit. You're crying about somebody yelling at a player. Are you serious? Is your panties all in your bunch? Is it that time of the month for y'all? Like, Jesus Christ. Calm down. You have Nick Saban, who was a college football coach, screaming at college players who was literally 19, 20, 21 years old. Literally just adult teenagers, ripping them apart. We won't say nothing about that. But we're talking about two grown-ass men right here. This is not even a conversation worth having.
That's the thing, though. That's the thing. He's a grown-ass man. To do it to a college kid, the key word is kid. The key word right now is a man. That's a grown-ass man. Would you, Evan, if you miss up on your job, want your boss coming in and you saying, in front of all your co-workers and employees?
Yeah, because I do the same thing at work right now. Hey, look, at work, look, we all adults here. If you fucking up, let me rephrase that. If you're messing up, I'm going to tell you, you are messing up. And if you're not doing your job right, guess what? You're not doing your job right.
Are you going to be that?
You don't need to go to the sideline, call mommy and daddy, or go to the fans like, oh, he yelled at me, my feelings hurt, blah, blah, blah. Man, that was fair. I support the coach for it. And honestly, I'm more mad at Kamara of getting in between or me talking to the player. I'm like, Kamara, if you don't get your running back ass away, I'm talking to special teams right now.
Sean, this guy is an asshole. Like, people think Evan is like putting on the front.
He's telling the truth. He's telling the truth, John. Like,
no, all right, well, hold on. Look, I'm not saying I disagree, because I know Sean Payne was the same way, and Ziggy made a good point in the chat. It would have been nice to have Ziggy on the show to make this point, but that's another story. Ziggy said we can't get mad at DA when Dennis Allen was always just stone-faced and never showed that much emotion, but then get mad when Rizzi does it. I didn't get mad, by the way, folks. I was just posing the question. I think it's fair. I will say this. You have to eventually have the data to your name to do that, though. Like Evan said, Nick Saban. Well, Evan, Nick Saban is the greatest college coach of all time. So Nick Saban could probably get away with going off on a player like that. Darren Rizzi, right now, he's a hot thing in the city, so sure. But say Darren Rizzi falls the way of Dennis Allen and he's like 8-40 overall as a head coach. Lord knows, I hope we never get to that point where Mickey Loomis is defending that type of record again. But then it's like, okay, hold on, dude. You ain't Sean Payton. You damn sure ain't Nick Saban. You're Darren Rizzi. You got to calm it down. So I do think it's fair.
Wow,
but I will say,
you tell Rizzi, you're like, hey, come on, you catch these hands.
I will say that Rizzi is going to have to continue to build on his resume to get away with that. And you can't do it every week now, by the way, as well. Like, you can't do it every week and make it like a common thing. Every now and then, sure, fine. And it seemed like the punter was like, whatever, I accept it. I did F up. I'll take it. He seemed to have no quarrels with it. But I do think that you got to have a little bit of bulk on your resume, if you know what I mean, to do that consistently as a head coach and get away with it. So I think I can appreciate the passion. Go ahead, Sean.
Let me ask you a question. You see how he did that to that punter?
Mm-hmm.
Now I asked and posed a question to you. You think he'll do that to Demario Davis or Alante Taylor? I'm
Absolutely
talking about
not.
Just like that.
Maybe
I'm talking about like that.
Maybe Alante, because Alante's still young. Again, and it comes down to your resume. Like, Demario has the resume that he's not going to get chewed out like that. It's Demario Davis. Like, Cam Jordan getting chewed out like that.
No. Forget resumes. If he messed up on a key play, and is he going to do this exact same thing to Demario Davis?
No. You can't.
Sean, you missed the block. You better do this. He's not going to do that, bro.
Sean,
no, he's not.
You can't say, I'm agreeing with you, but you can't say because now of the resume absolutely matters. Evan
No.
just said, "Oh, I do that to my employees." But Evan, if you had a 15-year senior employee that messed up, I damn sure promise you would not do that to that 15-year senior year employee, especially if that employee. No.
Anybody can get it. Anybody
Nah,
can get it.
especially
If you messing up at your job, you messing up at your job. It's okay. 6 months in, 15 years in, I'm gonna let you know if you're doing something wrong. I'm gonna let you know that.
Right. And when Rizzi mess up, they better bark right in his face just like he doing the punter. Nah, he doesn't have the resume, and he the coach.
Sean, there was I forget the call. I think it was Jimmy Johnson. He said one time like a backup offensive lineman came to a meeting. Evan, you're gonna like this because it relates to your Cowboys. A backup offensive lineman came to a meeting 5 minutes late, and you know what they did? They cut him because they had to set the standard, right? Troy Aikman came that same season to a meeting 5 minutes late, and they ain't do nothing. When the backup offensive lineman say, "Well, how come Troy Aikman didn't get fined or punished?" Jimmy Johnson said, "Well, let's see. He's Troy Aikman. You're a backup offensive lineman." The point being, Sean, resumes matter. So when you say, will he do that to Kamara? Will he do that to Cam Jordan? Will he do that to Demario Davis? No. Why? Because it's Cam Jordan. Because it's Demario Davis. Because it's Alvin Kamara. This is just our first-year punter. So, yes, he can do it to a punter. But I promise you, he would not do that to a player that has some stature and some bulk on their resume.
You know why? You know why?
Why, Sean?
He'll get dogs walked. He'll get his shit slapped talking to a brother like that. And that's point blank is serious. Let's just keep it what it is, Jono. Okay. Don't sit up here. You know damn well they'll grab him by the throat. Who the fuck you think you talking to like that? Come on now. Let's be serious. He know who to play with and he know who not to play with.
And that might be true. Simple. No, look, that might be true.
No, might be true. It is true. It is true. You know that. It is true, Jono.
But ultimately, I'll say this. I actually, and I know a lot of people are saying in the chat, I appreciate that we finally have a coach again who is showing some passion. Because again, Sean Payton used to rip on his players like that too, even to the ones who had clout. But Sean Payton did it in a, maybe not as animated, but he would get in somebody's face and say, "Yo, what the F was that?" Like blah, blah, blah. Rizzi was just a little bit more, of a showman with it. But I appreciate it. I want my coaches to be animated. I want my coaches to have some life to it. But again, I'm just playing a bit of devil's advocate. If Rizzi is going to continue to be that animated, and especially if he's going to do it to the special teams player, like get on their case about that, you got to have the resume to back it up. Because just like the punter right now is an unknown guy who doesn't have any clout to his name, technically Rizzi doesn't either. Rizzi hasn't proven himself yet long term. So we'll see going forward, especially if he is named the head coach going forward, how he continues to operate like that. Jim Mora, ironically, was one of the most passionate coaches. Now, he never got into players' faces like that, so I was a little surprised to see his opinion about that being what it was, but I don't mind Rizzi doing that. I just say going forward, he's going to have to continue to win some games if he is going to be that much of a hard ass to the players and expect them to respond to tough love like that. Now, final thing, you guys, about the Saints, and it is the question that it's a valid one. I mean, we won. Believe it or not, guys, you want to know about the way the atmosphere of this fan base is right now, but we actually won Sunday. So that in the hunt graphic that I told y'all, that's not Photoshop. Go on NFL.com right now. Okay, the Ziggy thing might be Photoshop, but the Saints are in the hunt. So the question is, where do the Saints really stand, y'all, with 4 games left? Because let's look at the Falcons fans, y'all, they love to always tell me on the show, especially in the past month, show the NFC South standings, John. Show the NFC South standings. So let me show the NFC South standings, guys. And, actually, my bad. I'm sorry. See what happens when Ziggy ain't on the show. I always mess up. Y'all, this was actually the standings a month ago when the Falcons had a 4-game lead on the NFC South to win the division. And as of November 9th, they were up 4 games on the Saints and the Panthers and 3.5 games up on the Buccaneers because they swept them. But now, as of December 10th, the Falcons have blown that 4-game lead and are now in second place. And damn, y'all, look at that. The Saints are only 1 game behind the mighty Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons fans that were talking all that shit in September and early October. And now the Saints are only 1 game behind the almighty Falcons. It's funny how that turns out, huh? It's funny. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not talking about the number of interceptions Kirk Cousins threw a week ago. I'm talking about the Falcons have lost 4 in a row. And y'all know what? Y'all want to know why? Y'all want to know why the Falcons lost 4 games in a row? Because I know y'all remember when the Falcons fans came to New Orleans and claimed that they took over Bourbon Street, as y'all see on November 9th, when everything was hokey-dory in Falcon land. And look, y'all, I left a nice little tweet. I said, for a fun fact, the Falcons, y'all, have not won a game since they, quote-unquote, took over Bourbon Street. Who says that we don't do data and analysis here on the John O'Born Show? So I ask you guys, where do the Saints really stand with 4 games left? We are 1 game behind the mighty Atlanta Falcons and 2 games behind the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And we do have the Buccaneers to finish off the season. Do y'all think we are actually still in the hunt, or do y'all think that the season is over with? Evan, I see you shaking your head. What do you think?
I mean, come on, let's face the facts. 4 games left. Y'all really think you're going to make a run with backup quarterbacks and backup receivers, brand new head coach, lost your Superman hero, Taysom Hill? Like, y'all really think y'all going to make a run with that?
Fair. Sean?
I think the season is over with, bro. And if I'm looking ahead, don't y'all have the Commanders coming off a bye?
We do have the Commanders this Sunday, which we'll get to.
Yeah. Season is over with, bro. I think it's just good to just say, look, get ready for the draft. You know, like if you want to know Ziggy is behind the screen, yeah, we're in the hunt. Every game count. Come on, guys, we got this. You can keep that hope alive, but let's just be realistic. The Saints need a lot, and I mean a lot of luck for things to go their way in order to even make the playoffs. Because I actually think the Buccaneers are going to make or win the division. I actually believe that.
That's actually the beauty, Sean, of the NFC South. You see, not only are we technically in the hunt, but we're also still in the top 10 of the NFL draft. Like, who just knows where the Saints are going to be at? Evan, look at chat. The Cowboys are right behind us, huh? All that shit you were talking about the Cowboys all season. And y'all doing it the worst way, Evan, the way I always complain about. Y'all are not bad enough to get a top pick, and y'all not good enough to make the playoffs. Y'all in that mediocrityville where y'all not going to get a top 10 pick, and y'all not going to make the playoffs. What a tough time to be a Cowboys.
According to the draft order, we still better than the Saints. So that's all I got to say.
Oh, what did they do? You get. Hey, do you get a trophy for that? Do you need a trophy for that?
You still got yours?
Oh yeah, and I'm wearing it proud, and I'm holding it high. I'm holding my trophy high that you sent me. Sean, don't squint your eyes. The only thing you need to squint your eyes at, Sean, is the fact that your Rams ain't in the playoffs right now either. Congratulations, y'all won 2 in a row, but y'all still on the outside looking in too, my brother. I'm thinking that it might be a January where all 3 of us are going to be on that couch.
Damn.
We
have
a better shot than y'all, Jono. Let's just say that.
I'll say this, Sean. I agree.
And we have a better shot than them.
And that's fine. Y'all think that's trash talk. No, I don't care. I know that we are probably not going to make the playoffs. And I want everybody in the chat to let me know, how do y'all feel on a scale of 1 through 10? 10 being your lowest, 10 being your highest. Where are you right now as a Saints fan? Given that we...
Your 10 being your lowest and your 10 being
the highest? No. I say 1 being your lowest. I'm going to replay this, okay?
You didn't say that.
You said... You did not say that.
You said... You said...
You
don't even have faith in...
I said, damn, which one?
I'm about to say, which one? How you doing this?
Okay, look, y'all. I'm trying to be host and producer tonight. Okay, give me a little slack.
10 being the lowest and 10 being the highest. Which one?
Let's just pick 10.
With 1 being the lowest, excuse me, guys.
Okay.
And 10 being the highest.
Mm-hmm.
Saints fans, how are you guys right now feeling when it comes to the state of the New Orleans Saints in 2024 with 4 games left? Hurricane Mike says he is at a 4. My girl, Brenny, I appreciate Brenny joining the show, watching live from Tennessee. She says that she is at a 3. Now, Archangel is a Falcons fan, so I'm assuming he's answering on behalf of his Falcons, and he says negative 100. And you should, brother. Y'all lost 4 games in a row, and y'all falconing like a motherfucker right now. Pro P is also a Falcons fan, and he says 0.58. I feel like you should have just said 0.283 for all that. I feel like they all add up to that. Ziggy says 8. Of course, Ziggy says 8. I know Ziggy right now tweaking. He wish he could be on the show. He like, I can't believe these motherfuckers don't think we in the hunt, man. Sandra says she's at a 1. And mind you, we just won a game, y'all. We literally just won a game. And our fan base is still in a very, very bad spot. Well, no, because Kimmy, the lovely Kimmy, says that she is at an 8. Sean, Kimmy is at an 8.
Delusional.
Wow, Sean, really? Jeez.
Delusional.
Evan, Miss Barbara said she is at a 0. You rubbing off
Hey,
on Miss
man.
Barbara?
Hey, she right. Whatever she say, I agree with her.
She says that the Saints are the best team in the league. Would you agree?
Shit, Miss Barbara said, I believe it too.
Miss Barbara, please put in the chat that the Saints are the best team in the NFL. Javon says she is at a 6.5. Sonia says that she is at a 1. Our girl Pammy Whammy says 0, 0, 0. Damn, 0, 0, 0. She say 1 0 ain't enough. She said I need to put 6 zeros. Sean Bechet says that he is at a 0.3. I feel like I don't know if he's talking about the Saints or his fantasy team's odds making the playoffs this upcoming week. Carl says a 4.5. So
What
it
is this
seems
man eating duck feet?
look, man. He had to rush to come on the show. Okay, let that man eat in peace. Okay?
Get your eat on, bro.
No, this ain't the Pat McAfee show. Okay, we can get away with some silliness on this show.
Like duck feet, man. What does man eat, man?
Derek says he is at a 0. Whit Loomis a 5 without. Roy says he is at a 6. He's like, all right, I really need Ziggy on this show. It seems like
It's all right, bro.
It seems like the fans, for all intents and purposes, besides the most diehard, are not confident in the state of the New Orleans Saints. But hey, you can't make this up, y'all. You cannot make this up. If you go on NFL.com and you see the banner, it does say that the Saints are in the hunt. So we will see what happens with these last 4 games, starting with the Commanders and the return of Marshawn Lattimore this Sunday, which we will get to our pick after we get to our voicemails. I believe I said I wanted 35 likes for us to get to the voicemails. We are at 35 likes. So y'all favorite segment is coming up. We are going to get to the voicemails, and I definitely think Evan and I definitely think Miss Barbara are going to want to be there for that. But before we do, let's hear a word from one of our sponsors. Here's a gift just for you for being a fan. Are you going to a sports game or a concert or any major event? Well, buy your tickets from SeatGeek and use the promo code JONO at checkout, and you can receive $20 off your purchase over $50. That's $20 off your purchase. What are you waiting for? You know this shit more than the game, man. To the 316, I like that number, 316. To the 316 people watching us right now, if you want to save money on tickets and you need a nice Christmas gift, why not go to SeatGeek and use the code JONO and you can save $20 off your order. Or if you want something real cheap for a stocking stuffer, why not go to Parcells and Post on 5208 Magazine Street and get the exclusive This Shit More Than a Sticker on sale now for $2.83. And if you really want a great stocking stuffer, you can make someone's Christmas more than a game by going on www.jonobarnes.com or thisshitmorethanagame.com if you're nasty and buying shit more than the game, including exclusively for the next 3 weeks. The This Shit More Than a Holiday Sale. You need to buy it. If you're thinking about it, buy tomorrow to guarantee you getting that shirt delivered before Christmas Eve to give it to your friends or family. So go to www.jonobarnes.com and get a This Shit More Than a Game shirt. I'm asking our great audience for a lot, but I'm real grateful for everybody showing out this week on the Jono Barnes Show. For real, man. One way that y'all can continue to also support the show, besides the likes, is following us on Twitter.
Hey, man,
Evan really wants y'all to follow him. So if you're on Twitter, you can follow him at Cool Daddy App, and on Instagram at Evan M. Barnes. You can also follow Sean. Sean, what is up with your name? Young Rock 1 2 3 4 5.
I don't be on Twitter like that, bro.
Well, you mad at 6 7 8 9? What the hell?
He couldn't get Young Rock 1 2 3.
but Evan, his Instagram name is worse. He got S._, right? I mean, all these goddamn emoticons. Sean, what the hell? Punctuation marks and stuff. You can't just have a normal name.
He couldn't get the 1 2 3 4 5 on Instagram.
So, unlike them, y'all, I'm just simply Jono Barnes across all platforms. I'll make it easy for you guys, but make sure y'all follow us on social media. I appreciate y'all getting us to 35 likes. And My goal is to hopefully get to 8,000 subscribers before the end of 2024. As of last week, we are plus 10 in subscribers, y'all. So thank you very much. If we can get it's December 10th, man, we got how many more days left? 21 more days left in the I'm not the greatest at math. 21 more days. So
That's nice
I
of you,
know
John.
for what?
You getting a panel all shirts for Christmas?
Who said that?
Man,
Who said that?
Sean, we finally getting something?
Man, yeah. Oh man, maybe if y'all show up on time and every week, then yeah.
Sean, I don't know. Did you hear Jono in the beginning of the show what he was saying?
No, I didn't.
That he was going to put the super chats together and pay for an hourly co-host.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That was AI. Hey, y'all knew I was just joking.
That's crazy.
Y'all know. I'm
over here starving, haven't eaten since lunch. Can't even eat a snack right now.
Bro, we can't even get Alma's chips. He had a whole box of Alma's Chewies and ate all of them.
My mom and dad had it. I'm sorry. I was gonna give it to y'all, but my mom and dad said this shit more than
all three of them ate it all.
my mom and dad said this shit more than some chips. They said tell Sean and Evan if they want some, come get some. So
I think Evan enjoying his duck feet.
If y'all are already subscribed, make sure y'all share this show and y'all in this channel with all of your fellow Saints fans. Let's try to get to 8,000 subscribers on the John Barnes channel before the season is over. And now, the moment you all have been waiting for. Let us get to the voicemails after the New Orleans Saints defeat the New York Giants. They're a doozy, y'all.
You know it's your boy Jack now, you know what I'm saying? I've been fucking with you for a couple of years, you heard me? What's going on, Ziggler, the motherfucking Wiggly? You already know the business. John know you already know the business. Fuck you, Sean, and fuck your dumbass Rams, you heard me? Y'all need me supposed to win that game. I ain't even about to, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, Evan, you're a Cowboys, bro. Y'all might as well just get the fuck up, bro. Y'all might as well just, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why y'all teams are so fucking hyped every year. Like y'all about to do something and y'all ain't about to do shit. But yeah, y'all flashy, y'all look good, you know what I'm saying? Y'all look good on the commercials. Man, y'all trash, bro. And we were supposed to win that game against the Rams. I don't know what the fuck happened, you know what I'm saying? Fun, but hey, I guarantee you, the next couple of games, I think we're going to take it, you know what I'm saying? I think, you know, the guys going to correct whatever mistakes they did, and, you know, we're going to pull forward from there, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I think he was pressing the power key. I don't know. I like that call, though. Y'all have any thoughts with, I believe that was my guy, Jonell Lucas. Y'all have any thoughts to what he said?
I mean, I can't talk to somebody who lost to my team. So, I mean.
Nah, you had your chance last week to talk your shit.
I don't care. He took shots at me first. He took shots at me first.
Next voicemail.
Halftime update. Well, I stopped caring about this game. I don't care whether we win or lose. This is just awful to watch.
You know, sometimes Bruce Saint makes a habit of calling at halftime and not letting the game play out. But I know Ziggy would say, Bruce Saint, you got to wait till that clock says 0, 0, 0.
Yo, man, the Saints won. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. Just offense. Do your job. Derek Carr's hurt. He's going to be out for the season. Do your job like Sean Payton did. Bye, this is Kyle speaking. Bye.
Absolutely, Kyle. We got to do our job. So hopefully the offense does their job. Along with voicemails, y'all, we also have texts from the This Shit More Than the Game community. And this one comes from that one Falcons fan who says, in all caps, so he must have been screaming it, Kirk is holding this team behind. I am tired of rooting for Kirk. 8 interceptions. Wow, that's a lot of interceptions, y'all. 8 interceptions through 4 games is unacceptable. My Falcons went from 6-3 and being in the driver's seat to blowing yet again another lead and letting the Bucs take over. We can't stop blowing leads. We still have a chance to make the playoffs, but I don't see us doing shit. Additionally, next Monday, we have to face Desmond Ridder. Yes, Ridder, the guy we traded away. I'm beginning to feel like we made a mistake getting rid of Ridder. I don't know about that. But damn, he'll smoke us and knock us out the playoff conversation. But that's all I got to say. Good job on the win, Saints fans, and prayers for Carr. I like that one Falcons fan. I don't know about Desmond Ridder being the Falcons. I'm going to be honest. As much as I clown the Falcons, I mean, if y'all can't beat the Raiders, y'all. If y'all can't beat the Raiders, Archangel, Pro P, Red Swarm. If y'all can't beat the Raiders, then again, y'all are 0-4 since y'all took over Bourbon Street. Pathetic ass franchise.
What not, Jono? It's your boy Bo calling from the top of the boot once again. We are currently 3-1 under the Rizzi regime. Hey, he got a win at home, and I'm pretty sure that feels great. It was an ugly one, but it was a win. And oh, by the way, tell your brother Evan, the Dallas Cowgirls will not be seeing the Super Bowl. And yeah, the Falcons lost again. Oh my, how did the New Orleans Saints help start that game slid? But remember, it's more than a game, and it's more than a stream. Keep doing your thing, Jono. What's up, Ziggy?
Y'all know what I like about Bo. Bo sound like he be reading his voicemail like a book. He be like, the Saints.
I was about to say the same thing.
Like he reading a Dr. Seuss book. The Saints beat the Falcons, and now.
Oh, I said, hold on. He said, let me get my reading glasses. Hold on. This is good stream. More than a game. Thank you, Jono. Hey, Ziggy.
Bo, you are this shit more than the game certified.
Yeah, what up, man? It's Archangel just checking in, man. I'm a bit pissed right now. I can't even lie. I'm fucking heated right now, but it is what it is. Still rise up. I mean, hey, we only one game behind. All we gotta do is beat the sorry-ass Raiders next week. Buckaroos lose to the Chargers in L.A., and we'll be back in first place. I tell you what, if Kirko keep on fucking up, we're going to be starting Penix. Y'all definitely don't want to see him up in there, because we'll definitely be on the rise. Anyway, man, still fuck the Saints. The Aints is going to still be the Aints. Paper, plastic. Y'all still ass. Y'all still trash. Y'all still the juice at the bottom of the goddamn garbage can. But anyway, man, fuck y'all and rise up. We out.
I don't know what fan base, Sean, is more delusional. Like, I'll give you credit, Sean. Your Rams be doing the damn thing, but the Cowboys and the Rams, they lose and they lose and they lose and they lose and they still talk shit. And both of those teams lost to the Saints. So if we're trash, what does that make your Cowboys, Evan? What does that make your Falcons, Archangel? Just a delusional ass fan base, man. Come on now. Y'all lost 4 in a row, y'all. Y'all are falconing like a motherfucker right now. And again, Archangel, I believe you are actually at this little takeover on Bourbon Street. So you're part of the problem, Archangel, because y'all have not won a game since y'all took over Bourbon Street.
All right, the game is done. We won 14-11. Brian Brzee is a fucking dog. I'm glad we got Brian Brzee. And to be honest, we need to start rebuilding our D-line around him. He's the one. He's the one that might be the anchor for our defensive line in the future. And also, I do hope that we keep Marquez Valdez-Scantling for next year. Considering a Olave situation, we're probably only down to really Shaheed, and we probably are going to have to draft a wide receiver next year in the first round. I would suggest keeping MVS and maybe have him as a wide receiver 2 or something. That'd be cool. I wouldn't say I'm glad we won. I really feel indifferent about it. I'm glad our guys won, I'll say. I'm proud of them for how they fought. I am. But, yeah. Well, I'm still just going through the motions this season. There's no more attachment to this shit. It's just, I'm just watching the Saints say. That's all I got. See ya.
Bruce Saint always says that he's indifferent and he doesn't care anymore, but I don't know. If you're leaving a voicemail at halftime, I feel like you still got some care in you, Bruce Saint. I feel like you still got some care in you. That's just me. Like, if I didn't care about something, I ain't going to leave 2 voicemails. So I think you still care, Bruce Saint. I think you are drinking some of that Ziggy juice, and you believe that the Saints are in the hunt. We also got a text message from one of our faves, the lovely Sandra. And she says, the Falcons will always Falcon, hun, Jono? Gotta love to hate them. This shit more than a game. And she sent a lovely photo of the box score of when the Minnesota Vikings beat the Falcons by 21 touchdowns.
Damn.
By 21 points on Sunday. And man, when you down by 21, that's when you got to pass the sticks, right? Well, the Falcons been passing the sticks, caught the NFC South lead for a hot minute now. Let's get to our next voicemail.
Man, that shit more the game, bro. Bro, we almost lost to the fucking Giants, bro. We need to get our shit together. Also, haha, Falcons. Y'all lost again, bruh. It's nice to see Falcons lose, but man, we got to tidy up on defense, bruh. Golly, that was terrible at the end. We almost lost. Wasn't for that block kick, bruh. Anyway, but I mean, it is what it is, man. But shit more of the game. Goofy Cajun J-Dog out.
So like he said goofy at first.
That's what I thought he said.
He must be thinking about Miss Barber. You know it's funny though, Sean? When the Saints block a kick, we win the game. When the Cowboys block a kick, they lose the game. Let's talk about that, Evan. Let's talk about that.
What's good, Jono? This is Jerry G in the place to be as we proceed to give you what you need. Yes, the Saints won. Brian Rizzi with the block punt that saved us. That's awesome. I'm happy that we won. But on the other side, I'm happy that the Falcons lost their game. The Saints win and the Falcons lost. That's the icing on the cake, which I love because, like you say, the Falcons always go Falcon and fail at the same time. Hey, Jono, it's for your brother Evan. How about them Cowboys who they lost to the Cincinnati Bengals? I know he hurting. Let's see. Let me recap. The Saints won. The Falcons lost. The Cowboys lost. It must be feeling really, really good because you already know that this shit more than a game. Who that? And how about them Cowboys lose? And Falcons rise up to fall down. But I just want to say who that? Much love to you and everybody. And who that? And we already know in closing that this shit more than a game.
I said it on Sunday. It's always a good day when the Saints win and the Falcons lose. And I'll definitely say it on Tuesday. It's always a great week when the Saints win, the Falcons lose, and the Cowboys lose.
This is President Joe Biden. Look, listen, I got 50 days left, and I'm going to make them count. But you know, Jono, listen, look, have you noticed that old Donald boy hasn't been caught since the Falcons have lost 4 games in a row? It's no wonder he's a Falcons fan. Just like the other Falcons fans you always say, they go into hiding when things aren't looking good. When I beat Donald and he went into hiding because he didn't know how to take a loss like a man, when the Saints beat the Falcons went into hiding because they don't know how to take losses like men. All women, we do have to be PC friendly with the Democrats. So it's no surprise that Donald Trump is a Falcons fan. But just like the Falcons, we all know eventually Donald going Donald, and like you say, Jono, the Falcons going Falcon.
You know, President Biden makes a good point, though, y'all. Remember in October, we were getting the calls from Donald Trump talking about how great the Falcons were. And ever since they lost to the Saints, we didn't get one call from Donald Trump. So he makes a good point. I don't think even if you on the red side or the blue side, you got to agree that we have not gotten a call from whatever fan that was. I don't want to be disrespectful. That could have been Donald Trump. We have not got a call from Donald Trump, the Falcons fan, since they lost to the Saints. So what a very fitting president for a very fitting fan base, apparently.
What up? What it do? It's your boy, Player Champion, a.k.a. Curly Head Trip, a.k.a. Tripper Trail. We got the win on the Giants, but shit, it would cost. Derek Carr being a dumbass, fracturing his hand and shit. What the fuck Derek Carr is? He makes dumbass decisions. And Trevor Trail don't want to hear about, oh, he's trying to make the plays and all that bullshit. No. Because at the end of the damn day, he got to the 3rd and 1, and we still couldn't get the fucking first down. You know what Trevor Trail means? Yeah. But I do pray that he's okay, you know. Trevor Trail doesn't wish injury on nobody, you know what I'm saying? Trevor Trail say this shit is more than a game, but this shit is more than fucking over, you know what I mean? The Commanders most likely gonna whoop our ass. Raiders, we might beat the Raiders. Lose to the Packers. Probably be 2 below degrees in that motherfucker. Buccaneers, we just might get lucky at the Buccaneers. But Trevor Trail wouldn't count on it. But this is your boy Curly Head Trail, and I'm out.
I get lost in the fact that Curly Hay Trav talks in third person every voicemail. Sometimes he makes great points, but I get lost in translation because I'm just so infatuated that I believe that he goes around in his regular life saying, Curly Hay Trav just woke up. Curly Hay Trav is about to brush his teeth. Curly Hay Trav is about to get breakfast. I like Curly Hay Trav.
Look, man, Saints beat the Giants. But can we talk about one thing? We gotta talk about this, okay? If I don't talk about it, I might explode. Atlanta Falcons fans, the Falcon fans, the stupid Jets. Ever since they took the lead in the division, they were like, oh, I'll see you in January. Well, I got something to say to you. When we don't make the playoffs, we'll see you in January too, because we're going to look to our left or the right. And we're going to be like, hey, what's up? You want me to get you some taco bowls? Because we're about to be on the couch watching Real Team. And they're going to be like, man, I shouldn't be here. Because they have now blown a 4-game division lead to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the thing is, they weren't even losing to juggernaut teams the last 4 games. Like the Buccaneers, when they were on their losing streak, I'll give them the credit. They were hanging with some of the better competition. But the Falcons lost to us, and we sucked. We all lost to us. And that's the biggest episode of 2024 from what y'all be saying. You lost to the Broncos, and you didn't even make it a game. Then you lost to the Chargers. Kirk threw 4 of them things, and those things were not touchdowns. They were interceptions. Then you got blown out by Minnesota. I understand Minnesota's a good team and all, but Sam Darnold threw 5 touchdowns. Has he ever threw 5 touchdowns in his life? Oh, Cowboys, how do you mess up a blocked punt? At least when we block a field goal, at least it helps us. And Sean, you ain't making the playoffs anyway, so. In fact, Sean, if I were you, Sean, I would actually be rooting for the Saints to win this Sunday and next Monday.
I think he was trying to complete his thought, y'all, and a voicemail cut off for him. Probably for the best, because it seems like Hurricane Mikey. He continues his streak. He has called the show literally every week for a 4-year and counting now. Hurricane Mike, you are this shit more than a game. Evan, stop. You are this shit more than a game certified.
What's up, Jono? I just want to say, man, thank you for all the content you've been putting out. You've been killing it, man. I'm glad you've been doing your thing, but I'm going to make this short, sweet, and simple, man. We need to hurry up and win these couple of games left on this season, get the season over with. Wherever we place that in the draft is where we place that. We don't need to worry about taking high picks. Whatever it needs, we need to keep winning so the culture can be right and take whatever pick we get. The pick that we do get, man, we need to take the best player that is available at that moment, no matter what position, and move on forward, because we're so up shit's creek. One player ain't going to solve this problem, man. It's not going to solve everything. One player, unless it's a generational quarterback, and even he can't solve everything if we ain't got all the pieces around him, and that's including the coaching staff too. Somebody holler at me. Let me know what y'all think about getting Bill Belichick in the damn building. Let's go, man. This shit's more than a game. Jono, man, you killing shit out here, man. Keep doing your thing from a real one. Real recognize real. All y'all, man. Y'all killing it up there. Much love. This shit's more than a game. It's Red Eye. Oh, man, Jono, I just want to tell you, man, you've been killing it, man. I just want to leave this voicemail, so some love. Give my little 2 cents, man, and let you get back to the show. Who that? It's more than a game.
I like him. I like him.
Dog, he said you killing it for 6 straight times.
You know why? Because I'm killing him, boy. I'm killing him.
I get it, bro. You're killing it. I got it. Jesus.
Well, look, let's answer his question, though. He, I don't know where the Bill Belichick thing came from. I haven't seen anything about Bill Belichick with the Saints. Last I saw, he was, somebody said that he signed to coach University of North Carolina, but that also wasn't confirmed. But it seems like the momentum is having him go to college. Do y'all think that Bill Belichick would be a good coach in New Orleans?
No. I read an article about that. They said that Bill Belichick is gauging no interest from no NFL teams right now. So
and that's
why
wild.
He was actually talking about going to college. And he was talking to North Carolina, too, and how they're having ongoing talks.
That's wild to me, though. Like, he's the greatest coach of all time. I know he's old, but damn, like, I feel like he can help some team out. I wouldn't be mad if we actually did bring Belichick in. I would not.
That boy ain't going to that dirty ass city.
Boy, y'all wish he would come to Dallas so y'all can actually make the NFC Championship for once in your adult life, Evan. Couldn't even beat the damn Saints.
Hi, Jono and the gang. Hi, Evan. Boy, I'm going to tell y'all that my glutes is sore from clenching them so tight the whole fourth quarter of that game yesterday.
Hey, hold on. Hey, hold on. Restart it.
Whoa.
All right, go ahead. What you got to say?
Yeah. Nah, restart that again. Hold on.
All right, well, I'm gonna try my best. Hold on. Here we go.
Ooh, oh, she say something. Ooh.
Hold on.
Man, John, you should have gave me a warning.
Solve
All right, hold on. I
everything
think
if
we
we
gotta
ain't got
finish
all the
this.
pieces around him.
Yeah, I know. All right, here we
Hi,
go.
Jono and the gang. Hi, Evan. Boy, I'm going to tell y'all that my glutes is sore from clenching them so tight the whole fourth quarter of that game yesterday.
Oh, we talking about
Glory,
the game.
glory, hallelujah, when the saints laid the giants down. Glory, glory, hallelujah, when the saints laid the giants down. Cause it's shit more than the game, y'all. Bye.
Ooh. Oh, Jesus. Boy, she about to make me go back to church on Sunday. Ooh.
Oh my God. She has a great voice. I know
Do
she
she
was in
ever?
I know I knew she was in the chat earlier. I hope she's still in.
I know she wake up Sunday morning right after church, go home, make some nice little honey biscuits, some butter, cheese, grits, some eggs, bacon, sausage. Man, Miss Bar, I need to come over.
Yeah, maybe you can make her glutes. So, anyways,
Whoa.
what? I ain't saying anything.
I know you didn't. I'm just saying.
Yeah. However, Evan, I am sorry to say, but after this next voicemail, I don't think you're gonna have any shot of what little shot you did have at Miss Barbara. I want everybody to get comfortable because this guy sent me 3 voicemails and he put me to work to combine all 3 of them. So get very comfortable because we are about to hear from the best voicemail caller of all. Evan, it might make you a little mad. And Miss Barbara, I really think you want to hear this.
This is James. Just
Oh, Lord.
James. And look, there ain't nothing to talk about with that Saints and Giants game, okay? We won. We understand that it was a crappy game. I'm sure you guys thought about it already. We get all that. We understand that we won, okay? We get that. But I got something that's been weighing heavily on my mind, and I gotta address it, John. I gotta use your platform to address it. As always, I was watching your show last week, Jono, with my corncob pipe and my gin and tonic by the fireplace, listening to Evan's dumbassery, wondering how Sean never shows up, and watching Ziggy talk about some, as usual, how much we're in the hunt and we shouldn't give up. You know, a typical Jono Barnes show. But then I heard Misdemeanor Crimes, or Barbara, if you want, sang the most angelic harmony I've ever heard in my life. Now, for a while, Miss Barbara has been catching my eye. She's definitely had me at attention. But last week, I couldn't shake it off anymore like I was Taylor Swift. I had to come to terms with the fact that when it comes to Misdemeanor Crimes, I hate to say it, but I got a crush on you. And I know, but James, just James, don't you have a kid? And don't you have a Mrs. James? Just James? And to that I say, you make me want to leave the one I'm with and start a new relationship with you. This is what you do. I think about a rain and all the things that come along with it. You make me Misdemeanor Crimes. You make me. I'ma just put myself out there, Barbara. I wanna be your man. Words can never say what I feel. It's too intense. Ooh. I tried to tell you how I feel, but I get mixed up. So mixed up. My mind is blind at times, I can't see anyone but you. Those other girls don't matter, no, they can't spoil my view. I must make you understand. I wanna be your man, I wanna be your man. I wanna be your man. Yes, I do, Miss Barbara. I wanna be your man. I wanna be your man, Miss Barbara. I wanna be your man. You see, I know you have a lot of quarters, misdemeanor crimes. I even heard you say you got a man, but what's that got to do with me? And I know that even Evan is trying to court you. But Evan, you already turned your back on the citizen. You don't deserve her. You don't need her. You damn sure couldn't handle her. Barbara needs somebody who's this shit more than a game certified. And we all know James, just James, can be that guy. So step back, Evan. Let the real men handle this, okay? What I'm trying to say is, you should be mine. Anything you want. You've got to fortify my love. To fortify me, you should be mine. Misdemeanor. Anything you want. You've got to fortify my love. Can you woo woo woo? Can you woo woo woo? Can you woo woo woo? She should be mine. All mine. Can you woo woo woo? Can you woo 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 woo? Can you woo woo woo? She should be mine, all mine. I hope you can respect, Barbara, that I'm willing to put myself out there like that. I'd give up the kid, I'd give up my wife, I'd give it all up just to be with you. I know right now you say that you're mad at this country, but we can leave the country together, Barbara. Just me and you. Go to the mountaintops, sit by a fireplace, and just let the problems of the world ease on by. It's funny because I was in New York and I heard Alicia Keys say,
Come on, bro.
Oh.
I won't tell your secrets. Your secrets are safe with me. Safe, safe, safe with me. And I will keep your secrets. Miss Barbara, just think of me as the pages in your diary. Everybody say, whoa, whoa. Let me hear you say, whoa, whoa. Let me hear y'all say, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm saying, whoa, 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 whoa. I won't tell, 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 I won't tell. Your secrets, your secrets. This shit more than a game community. Help me break it down. I can just see the chat now, the comments, the look on Jono, Evan, and Ziggy's face, laughing it up. But I'm not joking. I'm giving my heart to misdemeanor crimes. And I hope that you all can accept that and respect me at my vulnerability. Misdemeanor crimes, please be in the chat saying that you'll give James, just James, a chance. Think of all the duets we can sing together. Matter of fact, how about this? I would like to take you on a night out. Doesn't even have to be a date, because I respect your man. And me and you can sing a duet like there's never been sung before. You can choose a song. We can do Diana Ross and Lionel Richie, Luther Vandross and Cheryl Hines. Hell, we can go back to my time and do Sonny and Cher. I'll do whatever for you, misdemeanor crimes. This is my one shot. I hope that Ziggy and Jono vouch for me and say that James, just James, is worthy of your love. Come on, Jono and Ziggy, help your boy out. This is my Hail Mary. I'm Jaden Daniels, and I'm hoping that you will be my Noah Brown while Evan tries to Tyreek Stevenson us. Let me just wrap it up with this. DJ, please.
That's another song?
Bro, this boy just dropped a mixtape. Dropped a whole EP.
I
Just
dream
James
of
music.
moments we share, but you're not there. I'm living in a fantasy, 'cause you don't even suspect. Could probably care less about the changes I've been going through. If only you knew how much I do love you. Oh, if only you knew how much I do need you. Oh, if I love you, I say you don't know. I say you don't know how much I need you. Oh, yeah. Jono, thank you for giving me this time. I know I had to use 3 voicemails, but I can't help it. I got a crush on Miss Barbara, and I hope that Cupid answers this call. This shit more than again, community. I appreciate you as always. Ziggy, keep your head up. Jono, keep your head up. Evan, keep your head down. You're used to that position. Sean, wherever the hell you are, don't show up. We don't need you on the show. Matter of fact, if Miss Barbara gives me the time, I'll show up as the co-host next week. That's right. That's how much I want her. I want her, man. I want her. Yeah. I sure hope Mrs. James, just James, doesn't hear this.
No matter what, we all know that this shit more than a game, and now you can wear it with pride. Visit www.jonobarnes.com or thisshitmorethanagame.com and buy your This Shit More Than a Game shirt now for the low price of $28.03. You can buy it in black and gold, purple and gold, white and blue, red and navy blue, all types of colors. We've got you covered here on the Jono Barnes Show. So visit www.jonobarnes.com or thisshitmorethanagame.com and buy your This Shit More Than a Game shirt now and let the world know, folks, this shit more than a game. If you guys want to follow that up and leave a voicemail or a text next week, you can always do so at 504-484-9170. And speaking of Miss Barbara, we want to give her, as well as Pro P, a This Shit More Than a Thanks. Even a super chat last week, every super chat we get, we turn right back and invest into the show. Misdemeanor crimes, I believe that James might be leaving you some super chats in the future. Wow. Wow. F, after hearing that, are you still going to be in pursuit of Miss Barbara?
No comment.
I don't know, Sean, how anybody has a chance with her. I don't know how anybody has a chance with her after that. But I did seem to see that she seemingly was very impressed. She even said that she might be down for Rick James and Tina Marie duet. So, Evan, if we get a duet between Barbara and James, just James, I know your heart might literally break. We've been trying to make your heart break for a while with your Cowboys, Evan. But if you get that James, just James, and Barbara,
I don't think I'll return back on the show.
Well, I don't know. Let's try to make that happen, Mr. Mina. You can send in your verse of Tina Marie. James, just James. You can send in your verse of Rick James. I will do the hard work and combine them. And maybe next week we'll get the long-awaited duet with Miss Barbara and James, just James. All right, believe it or not, y'all, this is actually a sports show. So let's actually get back to sports. And let's close up the show by making our week 15 picks, starting with the game on Thursday night, Sean, between your Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. Sean, do y'all keep up the momentum and try to go from in the hunt to actually a playoff team, or do the 49ers play spoiler? Who you got in that game, Sean?
Man, I got the Rams. I got Puka Nacua having another big game. We winning by 3 on Thursday night.
Evan, who you got?
I got the other team winning.
I got the Rams, Sean. Low-key, I'm actually cheering for your Rams as long as Matthew Stafford and Puka Nacua keep helping my fantasy team. Go Rams, baby. I'm playing for money at this point in the season. Av, Miss Barbara said you got to top him.
Pause. Pause.
Shit, Miss Barber want me to stop? All right, John, Pat, give me the phone number after this. I'm gonna drop my song next week.
Are you dropping the Evan Barnes mixtape?
Evan Barnes mixtape.
Oh wow. Okay, let's see if Evan's going
If
to.
Miss Barber want me to do it, I got to do it.
Miss Barber said next week is going to see how much you actually really want to pursue her if you just talking like all those other guys who are always in her ear. So we're going to see how real you are, Evan. We're also going to see how real the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are because they have a tougher game finally where they go to Los Angeles to play the Chargers. Do y'all think the Bucs keep up their lead in the NFC South and beat the Chargers, or do y'all think that they come back down to reality a little bit? Evan, who you got in that game?
I'm gonna go with the Chargers. They lost a heartbreaking one against the Chiefs this past weekend. I don't think they'll lose back to back like that.
Sean?
Traveling across country, I'm going to agree with Evan. Chargers.
I actually think I'm going to go with the Bucs. I think that they're on a mission right now, and maybe this is actually me just hoping that they keep their lead in the NFC South. So at the Falcons, we can really get our jokes off in January, but I'm going to go with the Bucs in this one. I think the Chargers have been kind of susceptible the past few weeks, actually. Not even before Sunday night, Evan, but even when they almost lost to the Falcons. I feel like they're coming back down a bit to reality, too. So I'm going to go with the Bucs on this one. But, Sean, you make a good point about that traveling across country. That might be the determining factor. We'll see. And then we got the game of the week and possibly a Super Bowl preview between the Buffalo Bills and the Detroit Lions. The game will be in Detroit. I'm going to ask y'all two questions. One, who y'all got in the game? And two, is this a Super Bowl preview? Sean, start with you.
I'm going to go with Buffalo. I think Josh Allen is just on a mission. He's playing insanely right now.
Insanely is not a word.
I made it a word. I'm gonna just say this. I don't think it's a preview. No, I think it'll be the Lions in Kansas City still going to the Super Bowl.
I agree.
But
Evan?
I got the Bills though. Bills.
Evan, same questions.
I think the Bills' defense is struggling pretty bad. I mean, there's only so much Josh Allen could do, and they still lose. But I do think, I picked against Detroit last week to lose, and I feel like they won again. But I'm going with the Bills again this week. I think they're going to give Detroit a loss. Now, if it's a Super Bowl preview, I don't think it's a Super Bowl preview. I personally don't think the Bills will make it to the Super Bowl. I can see Detroit making it, but not the Bills.
I gotcha. I'm going to go with the Bills. I think the Lions are due for a loss, and they have a lot of injuries right now to their defense. Now, them being in Detroit, it's just falling on mute, Evan. Them being in Detroit gives the Lions a better shot. If the Lions win this game, Sean, then I'm going to just be like, it's unarguable, since we're making the words, that they are going to be in the NFC position for the Super Bowl. But I got the Bills in this game. I think they were a little mad after losing to you guys on Sunday. Impressive win, by the way, Sean. I give y'all credit where it's due. Y'all been very impressive the past 2 weeks. I think the Bills get revenge this week and take it out on the Detroit Lions. Next up, we have those damn Dirty Birds. Do they finally, y'all, after a month of not winning the game, after being in New Orleans and not winning the game since then, do they finally break the Bourbon Street curse and beat the Las Vegas Raiders? The game is in Las Vegas. Desmond Ridder might literally be the Raiders quarterback this week. It seems like the Falcons are getting the gift from the football guys to turn their 4-game losing streak around. Do y'all think the Falcons finally get back on track this weekend, Sean, against the Los Angeles Raiders?
Well, I mean, you will want to, because Raiders are garbage. Garbage. But guess what, Jono? The way the season's been going, I would not be shocked. And where is this game being played at, if you don't mind me asking?
Las Vegas.
Say, bro, I wouldn't be shocked if the Raiders pull up the upset. I wouldn't be shocked, bro. Something's just telling me the Raiders, they don't have anything to play for. I mean, what are they playing for? At this point, they just playing for pride and jobs for other players to go somewhere next year. I'm gonna take the Raiders. I really think the Raiders might pull off and extend that losing streak for the Falcons. I'm dead ass serious. That's my pick, bro. I'm gonna take the Raiders.
From your mouth to God's ears. I mean, you tried telling me about the Rams and Saints game, Sean. So I hope that you are correct when it comes to the Atlanta Falcons. Evan, the Falcons in Las Vegas to take on the Raiders. Do they end their 4-game losing streak?
Yeah, I don't know what Sean drinking that dumb juice over there or anything like that, but yeah, I mean the Falcons not the best team, but we're all talking about the Las Vegas Raiders right now, and they are a terrible team. They're on their third string quarterback right now. They have been demolished with injuries. I think Atlanta gets it back up. I think Kirk Cousins will go for 3 touchdowns this week.
Shit, he better. All them touchdowns he ain't been throwing. But unfortunately, y'all, I agree with Evan. I think that if you look at the Falcons schedule, like it is real easy the rest of the way. Like if the Falcons find a way to steal Falcon, then I don't want to ever hear shit. I mean, I shouldn't ever hear shit from the Falcons fans after 28-3. But if y'all cannot win like these next 3 games, I think y'all got the Raiders, then y'all got the Giants and the Panthers. Like, give me a break. Really? So I got the Raiders. I mean, excuse me. I got the Falcons. But I do kind of see, I took a peek at the schedule for all the NFC South teams. I think it might come down to week 18, y'all. And I think it might come down to a scenario where the Falcons are going to need the Saints to beat the Bucks to make the playoffs. And how funny would that be to watch the Falcons fans cheer on the Saints? Meanwhile, the Saints would probably be cheering for us to lose to the Buccaneers. Remember this moment. Screen recorded or whatever you got to do. I think it's going to come down to week 18. I think the Falcons are going to need the Saints to beat the Bucks to get that NFC South title. And finally, y'all, will the dream of being in the hunt stay alive when Marshawn Lattimore returns to the city of New Orleans and Jaden Daniels has his homecoming in the Superdome as the Commanders come to take on the New Orleans Saints. Now, we struggle to beat the New York Giants, and the Washington Commanders are in a whole different weight class than that. Do y'all think the Saints at home can beat the Commanders and continue their run for what will be a miracle to make the playoffs? Evan, I'll start with you.
Well, unfortunately, you're playing against Washington, who is coming off a bye week, and I think what Lattimore would make his debut with the Washington, right? This would be his debut week.
You can't
So,
script that
and
stuff.
you have
can't script that.
a backup quarterback playing too, and have injuries and all throughout the team. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a good game for the Saints this Sunday. Unfortunately, I got Washington by 17.
Damn, 17. Okay, Sean, who you got?
This is a joke, right? Like, we being serious? I got Jane Daniels rushing for about 80 yards and 2 touchdowns, and probably throwing for 3. I got the Commanders by 24.5 points.
Damn, y'all. Ziggy, unfortunately, you are not on the show because you will be able to break this streak, but I'm sadly going to have to agree with these guys, which means we are going to have to show this clip.
This week more than a game.
Because I also have the Commanders beating the New Orleans Saints. We barely beat the New York Giants. There's absolutely nothing for me to believe, especially whether it be Spencer Rattler or Jake Haener. I think that we can beat the Washington Commanders. And then for sure, hopefully, Ziggy will be on the show next week and he can give up this dream of us being in the hunt. I think Lattimore might have 2 picks, to be honest. Like, I don't think it's going to be a pretty Sunday for us. But hey, Evan and Sean, it'll make our draft pick look nicer. So I don't think there's going to be too much complaints from the Who Dat Nation if we do lose to the Washington Commanders this Sunday. What a great show. We appreciate over 335 people still watching the show. You guys are awesome. For everybody who watches the show afterwards, I want to say we also thank you guys. We work real hard because even after the show, we go in and manually put the chapters in so that you guys can skim to your favorite part of the show. So all we ask in return is if you didn't see the show live, just watch it on a replay. You can skip to your favorite part. We work real hard to put chapters on after the show to give an easier viewing experience because Lord knows me asking you guys to take 2 hours out your week every Tuesday to watch my show is a lot to ask for. I mean, damn, you would think I would be asking my family to be co-host and not get paid. But I appreciate you guys. And one of the ways I try to reward you guys is by manually putting in the chapters after the show so that you guys, maybe y'all don't want to hear James, just James, serenade Miss Barber, but y'all might want to hear us talk about Derek Carr's injury or who should start between Jake Haener and Spencer Rattler. Well, I go back after the show and I manually put in a chapter so you can watch whatever segment you want to watch and skip the ones you don't want to watch. So if you haven't watched the show live, do me a favor, watch the replay, hit that like button. Evan and Sean, any final thoughts?
I can't wait to hit a response and rebuttal from Evan for James. Just James.
I don't think he won. Sean. I don't think Evan won. I think Evan all talk. I think Evan, just like all those other guys, he talks a big game, but I don't think he's gonna bring it.
I think you're underestimating my brother.
Well, he's my brother, and I've seen enough of him in his history to know that.
I've also,
if anything, I'm overestimating him. Okay.
I've also heard some historic diss records from back in the day as well.
Oh,
I even have one in the stash that I.
All right. We ain't got to get to our private lives. Okay. Evan, any final words?
Miss Barber gonna be mine. Don't worry.
Oh, so you calling out James? Just James, huh?
James. Just James. Calling you out.
Well, hopefully we get that duet next week between James, Just James, and Miss Barbara, that Rick James and Tina Marie. Just want to thank everybody for joining the show tonight. Next week will be our holiday edition of the John O'Brien Show, because then after the following week, the schedule gets a little wonky. We got Christmas Eve on a Tuesday, and then we got New Year's Eve on a Tuesday. So we're going to kind of have to really shuffle the show a little bit. Might have to be doing some Thursday shows after the next Tuesday show. But either way, next Tuesday will be our holiday edition of the This Shit More Than the Game show. And y'all already know this shit is more than a holiday. So make sure y'all join us next week as we celebrate. Because y'all already know this shit more than a holiday. Oh, and last thing, last question for you and Sean, Evan. Did y'all like
the man's about to come on for 9, bro. I'm trying to watch the game.
The game on already.
Don't worry,
Evan.
Evan,
the game on?
Y'all
Yes.
gonna lose. Hold on.
The game is on right now. I think the first quarter is about to end.
Do y'all like the new team? Oh God. Do y'all like the new team?
First quarter?
Yeah.
Who's that? Evan, who's that in the background?
Hey man.
None of your business.
You love him? You got something you want to tell us?
Miss Barber ain't here. Come on.
Did y'all like the new theme song? We're trying to find a perfect theme song. Did y'all like the new theme song?
You had a new theme song?
Oh my God. Yes, I did. And actually,
This shit more than a game. We ain't playing on no field. We fans born kind of wild. Fire in our heart.
I don't even need to see any verbal communication from y'all two. Y'all face says it all. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining the John O'Brien Show. But it's shit more than a stream.
This love, no compromise. Holler at the screen, repping our dream team. From the sidelines we scream, living in this fan's dream. Yeah, we shout and we cheer, our passion loud and clear. Together we rise, this love no compromise. Days turn to nights, through the winds and the fights. Faith never wanes, in this fan's heart remains. Yeah, we shout and we cheer, our passion loud and clear. Together we rise, this love no compromise. Juno.